Attitude. Attitude is it's such a trait or such a inherent thing which we all do have. So that determines your latitude. Attitude determines your latitude. If you don't have the right attitude, then it will create a lot of problem, not only in your life but also for your health also. So in organization behavior, this attitude, this attitude that uh, plays a important role. So, and how it is, let us discuss how it is going to relate with job satisfaction. So, let's first understand what is attitude. So, it is an evaluative statement, that is, I like, I don't like, or I like my boss, I like my boss, I like my boss. So, in this way, in different ways, we used to express things, isn't it? From that voice modulation itself, we can know that what type of attitude you are having towards that particular boss. So here it's an evaluative statement. It's reflect how one feels about something. So I like my job. I like my job. I like my job. So in different, this is that intonations or modulations actually shows your attitude. That is, it's an evaluative statement. It is how you feel, how you about that um, particular occasion. So that shows your attitude. So attitude, the nature of attitude. So attitude are directed towards an object. Attitude have a direction. They should be positive or negative. See, I don't like. So I don't like it. I like it. So that means there is a there it's a two side of a coin. Attitudes are consistent in nature. Attitudes are a learned predisposition. Attitudes cannot be observed directly, while attitudes can be inferred from our behavior. Attitudes are situational specific. So, attitude can change. We can also cultivate, or we can say that we can develop good attitudes. So, attitude, there are three important components in attitude, that is the affective part, the cognitive part, and the behavioral part. Let's see that what is the affective part. See, when you see something, something, a girl or a boy or any incident or something you experience, then that actually, if there is an emotional feeling part occurs, and that will be processed in your brain. That is, that emotional feeling part is called the affective part. The one which is happening in your brain, it is called the cognitive part. That is your you will do a lot of permutations and combinations there. Then there is a reflection which is happening in you, that is whether you for example, if someone is extending a hand, immediately, if you don't like the person, you may not be extending your hand towards that person, isn't it? That shows your attitude. That is your behavioral part. You're extending your hand or you're not extending your hand. That is the intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. Again, once again, the three components of attitude is cognitive, affective, and behavioral. That is, cognitive is evaluation, that is, and affective is your feeling part, and behavioral is your action part. So that is, it can be negative or positive. Positively, you are reflecting it. So there is an example. My superior gave a promotion to a co-worker. That is, one of my co-worker is getting a promotion, and that promotion is not, it is not offered to me. So I dislike my superior. So that is my affective. That is my feeling. My behavior is that I am looking for another job, or I complained about my superior that guy is not a good fellow. So all those complaints will come up. So this is how my attitude will develop. There is a negative attitude towards the supervisor. There is a, once again, to make it very clear, that is cognitive component is there, affective component is there, and the behavioral component is there. That is, your cognitive component, your knowledge and perception occurred through direct experience and informations from various sources. That is, you do a lot of permutations and combinations. All your previous experience matters here. And the affective, that is your emotional and feeling part, will come up. And the cognitive or the behavioral component, that is the action tendency towards the object. So the sources of attitude development, that is Here also, how one develop an attitude. There are different sources are there. That is, it's a personal experience. That is, through years of experience, that attitude is developed. Then group experience. That is, in which society you belongs, your work groups, your family, and your friends, culture, everything matters. Then the influential others. If someone influence you, someone near and dear to you, or anyone might be influencing you. So that influence is also will affect your attitude. Or the mass media, because I'm having a hatred towards some group of people, and I assumes those are terrorists. So in that way, we are developing our perception, attitude towards a community which is not at all good. So here, these are the sources of. That is why hatred. Don't spread hatred. The medias are one of the sources of spreading hatred, and many times government and other agencies instruct the media not to spread hatred. So here, what are the functions of attitude? Similarly, apart from the sources, we also know what are the functions. We have to look into. We should understand what are the functions of attitude. That is the utilitarian function, the ego defensive function, value expressive function, knowledge function. That is, attitude serves as a standard or frame for understanding and interpreting people and events around them. So, what are the major job attitudes? Now we know that the concept of attitude, isn't it? So that is how you behave, how you shows your feelings or towards others. So it got like three components. You understand? You know that. Now we have to know that what is its implication in a workplace, how it can be related to job. So job satisfaction, a positive feeling about the job resulting from an evaluative characteristic. This happens because of your attitude. And job involvement, how much you are involved in the job. That is also, it's a psychological identification with the job where perceived performance is important to self-worth. Then psychological empowerment, that is belief in the degree of influence over the job competence, job meaningfulness and autonomy. Another major job attitude is organizational commitment. How committed you are towards the organization. So that is, there are here also the emotional attachment to organization, the economic value of staying with the organization, the normative, that is the moral and the ethical obligations towards the organization. So this is what we call the organizational commitment. It's a synergy which is happening in one employee, then has some relations to performance. Actually, it will affect the performance. And also the occupational commitment, loyalty to profession, etc. is determined by this organization commitment. So then the other major job attitude is perceived organization support. That is, I perceive that the organization will be there to support me. So that is also one attitude. And the degree to which employees believe the organization values their contributions and cares about their well-being. Higher when rewards are fair, employees are involved in decision making, supervisors are seen as supportive. High perceived organization support is related to higher organization commitments and behavior and performance. Then employee engagement, the degree of involvement with satisfaction with and enthusiasm for the job. Engaged employees are passionate about their work and company. So these are some of the major attitude towards job. So let's see a little bit deep into what exactly the job what is exactly this job satisfaction is. It's one of the primary job attribute which is measured. Broad term involving a complex individual summation of a number of discrete job elements. How to measure it? There are certain tools to measure it. That is single global rating or summation score. Are people satisfied in their job? In India, 71% of the Indians says that they are satisfied. Surveys, it's a survey which is done, and result vary by employee facet of the job. Compensation, benefits and indices are the most problematic elements in India. What are the causes of job satisfaction? Pay influence job satisfaction only to a point. Once an individual reaches a comfortable level of living, there is no relationship between amount of pay and job satisfaction. Money may bring happiness, but not necessarily job satisfaction. Personality can influence job satisfaction. Negative people are relatively not satisfied with their jobs. Those with positive or self-evaluatees are more satisfied with their job. Then job performance, satisfied workers are more productive and more productive workers are more satisfied. So it's a complementary. The casualty may run both ways. Then organization citizenship behavior, satisfaction influence organization commitment behavior through perception of fairness. Then customer satisfaction, satisfied frontline employees increase customer satisfaction and loyalty. Absenteeism, then satisfied employees are more moderately less likely to miss work. The more outcomes of job satisfaction, that is turnover is one of the outcome, that is satisfied employees are less likely to quit. Many moderating variables in their relationship, economic environment and tenure, organization actions to retain high performance and to weed out lower performers, workplace deviance, that is dissatisfied workers are more likely to unionize, abuse substance, steal, be tardy and withdraw. Despite the overwhelming evidence of the impact of job satisfaction on the bottom line, most managers are either unconcerned about the or overestimate worker satisfaction. So this is one of the important variables. So attitude influence, one's attitude influence job satisfaction. So there are a lot of variables. One of the important variable is job satisfaction, which actually have an implication on turnover, employee performance, and also workplace deviance behavior. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening.